Okay, so it's Friday the 26th of June. An exciting day tomorrow, both in our family, but also it's the day 8 years ago that I first published cherry picking. So I'm going to do something with cherry picking tomorrow, but I wanted to do this. So this is the secret bed. Things are growing. My daughter still doesn't know what it is. We've not told her. And the peppers are doing great here. Abundance. So this is bed 2, I guess, if I name it 1, 2. This is 2, so a whole variety here. So flowering tomatoes, but nothing yet coming. And at the front, actually quite good size pepper plants. They're looking good. I guess they're all fighting for light. This was like the bonus tomato. So if you remember on one of my earlier videos, this is the one that was growing when I planted the peppers. So I put the two together actually, and it's growing huge. So considering it. This was seeded when the peppers were seeded, and which was a long time after all the tomatoes had been planted out. It's grown really well. Just goes to show. Bed 3. Yeah, so these have changed position. I've put these here. They're still fairly small, which is, yeah, we'll see. Maybe they won't take. These are the biggest tomatoes. So tomato plants, but actually we're having tomatoes coming on already. So these I think these are here on last video, but lots of flowering. So this plant got 2 other flowering points, I think at least. Tomatoes over here. So it's looking good. I just brushed them all the flowers again. So we'll see. Some good peppers. Behind we've got these are still yet to flower. They're still doing well. These are growing here. These have come out in another bed, so you'll see in a moment. Bed 3. Yeah, they're still flowering stage. But yeah, what's exciting is these have opened up there. So these are bonus bulbs. These were planted last year, never flowered, and they've all come up this year. So we've got these opening now. So you can see there's gonna be loads of flowers. So probably next video I'll wait until they're all open. But it'll be beautiful. These peppers fairly small, but these ones are probably the most luscious, which is funny because they're in the smallest pots compared to some of the bigger pots. So they're looking really good. Those are normal peppers. I've got sweet peppers as well. The lovely purple pot, the bonus pot, fantastic. We're getting some height on here now, so things are shooting up. That's great. This one is still yet to flower. And then bed 4 at the end, we've got these sweet peppers in the front, which these were kind of put in here as a last resort to get them outside, but they were the weakest batch. Maybe these are growing, some of these are growing, but they're a long way behind compared to all these. These are sweet peppers as well, and the back is normal peppers, so some good sized ones there. And flowering tomato plants on the side. And these lush ones, this bed is like the whole fight's going on because we've got beans. So tallest bean is right up to here now. So I'm not quite sure in the last video, but this is obviously the joy, and you can see how much it's going up. It's growing about 3 centimeters a day, 3-4 centimeters a day. It's crazy. And I think this is where 1, 2, 3, where the flowers. I think that's where the beans will come out. So it's already got a lot. Got a second bean coming here. There are beans up the other ones as well. So there's a bean here. So this one looks good. So that's needs to start training up now. So that's going here. That's looking great. There's a bean at the back one as well. I've just trained it around. So real fight for these pansies. So I think they're kind of losing out. They look a little bit. It's really hot. So obviously. There's that challenge too. Yeah, so that's the update. The bulbs, blue bulbs, have opened up. Tomatoes continue to go. So the real tip for balcony living is yeah, obviously keeping up water. I have a 5-litre watering can, which it takes about 5 fills to water everything now. I do that in the morning. When I'm having breakfast, though, you know, that kind of time. So obviously now it's midday now, so the sun's getting to the hottest. It's always, for me, my tip, it's never great to water at the hottest time of day. It can kind of lead to some evaporation, things like that. So water either in the morning, and I will often come round and do a couple of cans worth over the whole lot, so it's a bit of a quicker soak in the evening sometimes, certainly on hot days like today and tomorrow when it's like maybe 26, 27 in the shade. So obviously in the sun here on the balcony, you know, the factor can feel more than that. But yeah, really happy they're coming through, and obviously especially happy by these bonus ones at the end. So yeah, these are, there's what, I don't know, 30 there. So that's good. So that adds to the 125 that are already planted. So yeah, that's it. I'll update you more probably when these blue bulbs have opened and when more tomatoes are forming. But that's it for today. It's a lovely day and lovely to be on the balcony. Lovely to be in the garden and proving that you don't have to have a garden to be a gardener. And this is what this whole series is about. It's about using whatever space you have, even if it's a small balcony, even if it's a window. These are all grown behind the glass. They just had sunshine, and actually I think they would have been absolutely fine there. When I do projects, whatever number this will be in my study, I'm going to build something inside for next year, which will be a planting area, and you'll see that in the building video if you're following me on YouTube. But yeah, you don't really need huge space to grow some stuff. I'm testing a lot of different things, so I've grown a lot. But even with one equivalent of this, you get a good yield, and obviously that's what we're going to see on this. How much does it one thing produce? So we're a family of 4, so I'm going to get roughly work out the number of how many tomato plants will we need. So when they come to full size, that you get 1 or 2 a day for a period. So I'm thinking we're going to have lots. So that'd be quite fun to watch later on. How crazy does it become? What do we have to make with all these tomatoes? Maybe you can anticipate that issue already. And I also, really excited to see peppers. How many peppers come per plant? I'm guessing we've got about 30 to 40 pepper plants. So it'll be nice if peppers are fairly expensive. So if there's a couple, 2 or 3 per plant, that'd be cool. But again, we have to see how they grow, see how they mature. It's one thing getting to this stage. Obviously, we are seeing some fruit on the tomato plant, but will it be as good as shop bought stuff? How will it taste? What size will it be? This is stuff. It's all being tested. But thankful in these long days of summer here, they get a lot of light, a lot of direct sunlight, and just making sure they're watered. That's the key thing. So yeah. All right, that's it for this update. See you next time.